Hawai'i Emergency Management Agency plans for and responds to both natural and human-caused emergency. Its mission is to help our Hawai'i ʻohana prepare for, mitigate against, and respond to and recover from disaster. James Barrows is the administrator of the Hawai'i Emergency Management Agency, or HI-EMA. How's it, James?
Hey, how's it?
And you brought a very special guest today.
Yeah, so HI-EMA was fortunate that we hired Don Avial as our executive officer a few months ago. He's been instrumental on Maui and our response and recovery on Maui.
Wow, hey, welcome to the show, Don. Thank you so much for being here. And you know, since we're talking about Maui, and just thank you guys for all the incredible work you guys have done in Lahaina and assisting our families and the businesses there. We'll talk about some of the lessons that you guys have learned from Lahaina. But before we do that, can you walk us through the process of that debris removal and where we're at right now?
We've gone through phase one, which was part of the household hazardous material and waste that they put back into the temporary dump site that they have outside of Lahaina. That encompassed like EPA stuff like lithium batteries and stuff that were part of photovoltaic instruments, as well as Tesla's vehicles. Even those had to have the batteries removed and then put into safekeeping and then shipped out of here. Then they also had the Coast Guard that did the Lahaina Harbor, debris removal. They took out all the boats that were there and anything that was has a marine hazard. We're now in the phase two, which we just completed this week. 100% residential properties have been opened and completed, returned to the county, and then they'll return to the owners so that they can start the permitting process.
Wow, that is amazing. I know it's been a lot of work, so again, thank you guys. Now, James, what are some of the lessons we learned from Lahaina, and how can that be applied to some of the other counties and some of the other cities?
Yeah, going into the recovery phase for Lahaina, I mean, we just learned so much with this fire event. Early on, we had to learn a lot, and one of the things was that if it was just debris from a tsunami or debris from a hurricane, we could handle that. But this fire debris, we had to relook at our plans. So we're taking what we learned on the ground in Maui and now really applying it across the state for debris management and clearing sites as we engage different hazards.
Wow, that is amazing. And so is there going to be do you guys create some sort of SOP or a plan so that if in the event that something like this, God forbid, should happen again, we are prepared and we have learned all the lessons that need to be learned? Yeah,
so a lot that Don's learning from the Maui event. Every county will have their plan, and over the top would be the state plan that once the county cannot handle, the state comes in. And in Lahaina, we partnered with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers to come in to help lead that effort.
And James, Lahaina was once the capital of Hawaii, so there's a lot of cultural sites that are really important. How did you guys handle the debris cleanup as far as that goes?
Part of the contract with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers was that cultural monitoring aspect. It was important that that piece remain as part of the mission that they had. So we partnered with a lot of folks.
Yeah, and so, I mean, with the community and with some of the stakeholders, including, the Lahaina Kupuna, it was important that, that cultural sensitivity and that impact that it would have on the island, soon after the disaster was very important to everyone. And, working with all our federal, state, and city partners, and of course our nonprofits like CNHA, they all kind of contributed and created a program that really helped the federal workforce that came in, as well as our contractors, to understand, hey, this is Hawaii. It's different from the mainland, and definitely, when you understand the local culture, not only the native Hawaiian culture, you're better able to work with others, right? So, and that's important for, especially in our culture of aloha.
Well, thank you guys so much for sharing that aloha with our community there in Lahaina, and your leadership, and of course, maintaining that sensitivity to our culture here in Hawaii. James, Don, thank you guys so much for joining us right here.
Thank you.